Ось.
You look like you could kick the ass of half the scrubs in here. Bunch of drunken layabouts. No me though. I'm hard as they come. And I'm itching for another fight.
Я весь табір покладу тебе докупи.
Drow's studying the war map. Trying to figure it out. You should talk to her. Get the killing started quicker.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the scourge. This man is a follower of Leviatha, goddess of pain.
Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? The gentleman being held next door. My acquaintance is working on him, I believe. While I was thrilled to be invited here, I must confess I find the goblins and their methods crude and primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Leviatha teaches us, through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go ahead. I'm sure you're in need of a little penance.
Бляха. Нахер мені спокути?
Is that a promise? A pity, though. You would have known such sweet relief at my hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to my own worship.
Никто меня не тронет.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say will take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
The geek snuck in here with his mates, looking for some forgotten thing. Said they ran to some kind of grove. He doesn't want to tell us where it is, but he can't resist forever.
О-хо-хо-хо.
You? I'll believe that when I see
Я ж
it.
мог перекинуть. Бляха.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Sorry, sir. I didn't realize. He's all yours. Just don't be too rough, maybe. Moonrise Towers might still want to take him. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Oh, yeah, beating it good.
What? The prisoner? Please, please. Let me out. There's no reason for this. Somewhere underneath the temple, there's a hidden passage. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. Please, please, these shackles. I don't want to die. Helsing, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I know.
Ага, тобто він на ведмедя перетворився.
Get me out of here.
Намагайся далі у тебе вийде. Спокійно, я тебе тут не залишу.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Титність рук.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the grove on my own.
They need to know they're in danger. The grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please, I need to warn them. I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Leroacan would reward us if we found it. That's all.
Так, звідси вихід я бачу. До речі, у мене ж є нова зброя. О! Чистий відьмак. Тобто, якщо я їй це віддам. Ага, в неї немає спеціалізації військової зброї. Понятно. А ця баришня має спеціалізацію? Має. Ну, значить, ми її тоді задамо. Щоб нашому друїду щось дати, було б взагалі супер. Так.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Тут ми закінчили.
I'm watching you. Spike promised that any meat that falls off is mine. What's he doing? Bet you couldn't make him sing either, could ya? I'd swear he was mute if I hadn't heard him scream so much. Look at this! Priestess gut burned me good. Chosen? I ain't never felt so strong. You here to get branded too? Priestess reckons we should get marked up before the next raid. Make sure whoever we're sticking it to knows we're doing it for the absolute. Was that around anymore?
Ось всі їбануті.
Still poking around?
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
Та нахіра мені
Maybe
завоювати?
you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't you? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a power. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess, receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Oi, priestess,
Affected like
we
us.
want the mark.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. You? Infected by a mind flare? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it? Still, there'd be no harm in me taking a teensy look, would there? I know all the signs.
Мені, напевно, треба ще хоча б один рівень взяти, щоб я міг
I could quickly.
цих чортів перебити.
Dear sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. It is done.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
Так. Беремо, звичайно, цю дівчинку з
Something the
нами.
matter? I know. I felt it.
Привіт, Пикачова, хай.
Might not be possible. It's stubborn that way, prone to lashing out. Keep it for now. We can all help to protect it. But make no mistake. When the time comes, when we're cured, the artifact leaves with me. You wouldn't have been able to take it. The artifact has a will of its own. It'd fight back if it didn't want to be with you. Something the matter?
Так.
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Який член? Персонажу? Чи кому? Я стандартно, я не задумувався, що там брати. Да, можна вибирати, але я стандартний вибрав. Мені якось воно байдуже, яка в мене піся у грі, звичайно.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah. Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? Well, if that troubles you, perhaps you should fetch the bailiff to arrest me. Ah, but there's no bailiff here, is there? Just leagues of wilderness and the dangers lurking within. We're in this together, but I'll happily go it alone. My faith will keep me company. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Я стрім елемент включив, бо я з Donation Alert це не можу нічого вивести.
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. Difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then,
Це нічого страшного.
is endure.
Нічого страшного, не можеш, ти не можеш, ти ж не зобов'язаний.
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question.
Я радий, що ти зайшов.
Lady
Це
Shah
вже,
has her reasons.
це вже багато значить. Да. Ну, если захочешь, конечно, и если это будет не в тягость, потому что я не хочу, чтобы ты там последние свои копейки отдавал. Этого не надо. Лучше иметь на хлебушек, чтобы что-то похавать.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selunites tell.
Я желаю тебе, чтобы у тебя всегда была булочка с водой витаминизированной и с хорошенькой колбаской поджаренной. Чтобы это всегда было как минимум. Но здесь это как ролевая игра, ты отыгрываешь персонажа. Это больше как полноценная ролевая игра, знаешь, как настолка. Это больше настолка, чем игра. То есть ты кидаешь кубики, и за тебя кубики все решают, и рандом решает. Ты берешь решение, большинство решений самостоятельно, но очень много рандома в этом есть. И каждое, даже малейшее твое действие влияет на общую картину игры. То есть это когда-нибудь тебе аукнется рано или поздно. В любом случае. Это чистейшая ролевая игра, ролплей. То есть ты отыгрываешь роль там персонажа как хочешь. Хочешь, можешь всех выбить, хочешь нет и так дальше. ты выбираешь, но твои обилки рандомные. То есть они либо срабатывают, либо не срабатывают. Понимаешь? Вот.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest
Но
problem
в
I
зависимости
ever
от того,
faced?
как ты прокачиваешь своего
Well,
персонажа,
I like night
у
or
тебя
boats,
есть больше
can't
шансов.
swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
У меня, в принципе, обилки не срабатывали очень редко, потому что я хорошо вкачал там свои знания. Здесь надо понимать, каким персонажем играешь ты и какие обилки ты юзаешь на этом персонаже, чтобы знать, в чем тебе больше везет. Ну, здесь не такой шикарный шикарный редактор персонажа, чтобы я сам себя сделал, да.
It's a deal. No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. All who worship her know this. I have had certain memories suppressed, voluntarily, so that I can serve Shah without compromising her. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly.
Да, Ведьмака создал. И я взял себе класс Инквизитор, то есть у меня оригинальный Ведьмак. Он Инквизитор — это тот, кто бьется за справедливость и бьется против нечисти. То есть это своего рода Ведьмак. В прямом смысле.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Да не знаю, возможно это сделано с целью.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it.
Я колом фронтирів принесся в пеклах, женучись за дияволицею.
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus.
Узнаємо,
As
що у нас
my
тут
source told
наші
me. And she was planning
собеседники,
to
чим
return.
вони живуть.
One of the archdevils Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind? A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and
Того,
sacrifices
щоб
must be made.
грати за чеклунів, мені не дуже. У мене якісь чеклуни слабенькі.
By all means. What else is on your mind? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Я большинство понимаю, а остальное дочитываю.
Proud. No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. That's the spirit.
Посмотрим его обилки. Ну, он рассказал свою историю, как он там в гильдию этих борцов, что у них называется клинок фронтира, как он попал в нее, как, типа, потому что он несправедливости много наповидал и типа решил, что людям нужна помощь. Чтобы это сделать. Вогнем з пальців. 3.18. Тіньова броня. Ну, правильно, я також. Фигня. Да, вроде норм. Мне нравится, но надо очень на этих максимальных сложностях надо очень сильно думать. Да, оно тактическое здесь. Здесь пошаговая боевка и тактическая. То есть тебе надо так думать логически и плюс. Наверное, вот это все-таки. Броню мне в принципе похер. Хотя, давайте еще и броню поставим. Что добавить-то? Вот это. Потому что высокая харизма у этого персонажа. А, еще она вот теперь... А, сразу 3-й уровень дала, я же забыл. И что, да. Что здесь добавить? Ну, давайте вот это. Ви можете викликати собі в поміч джурозвіра, фейського духа, що втілюється в формі обраної вами тварини, що ктеня або квазета. Можете викликати пактову зброю або призвати наявну до книги. І по-моєму ось так ми поставили. Так, нам надо поспать. Что повернуть? А, переводи писал, окей. Я просто думал, что ты знаешь украинский. Ну я в атакующие эти атакующие заклинания в основном использую.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Я падаю и снизь. Воздух тяжелый, из вашего чела капает пот. Боль пронизает ваши пальцы. Отогнать ощущение дискомфорта.
The world swims as you close, then reopen your eyes. How long have you been waiting here? A moment, a night, a 10-day?
Окей. Вот. Ты чё, блядь?
Crawling through you, tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly, your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of
Пизда.
uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Мы просто вынуждены, блядь, опусти клинок, курва мать. Ох, блядь. Ща нам будет. Ровно 15.
I cannot trust my own mind, so it seems I must trust yours. I will wait, but know this, I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Его, блядь. Если слабость не пройдет к утру, блядь, она нас всех убьет. Вот пизда, блядь.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
Ебать. Короче, говорит, я пришла вовремя, ты уже начал превращаться. Вот, у тебя знакомый голос. Я чую его не первый раз.
Yes, you have.
Так, ты
I
слушай,
saved
да,
you
да, слушай.
before.
Я спасла тебя раньше. Поздравляю
To save
тогда.
you again.
Бля, это она меня
Don't
спасла.
worry. You will not become a mind flayer.
Ты не станешь
While I'm around,
этим пожирателем мозгов. Она не-
I'll protect you.
Она меня защитит. Говорит, короче, ты не превратишься, пока я рядом. Конечно, принять. Ля какая, блядь. Еще с хвостиком.
We haven't much time, so listen closely.
У нас
There
немного
is
времени.
great
Слушай
potential within
внимательно.
you. It comes from that parasite.
У
Your
тебя тут
instinct
очень
is to
большой
resist the
потенциал.
power
Он
it
идет
gives,
от
but you
паразита.
must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it.
Короче, она говорит, что я особенный. У меня этот паразит мне даст силу, если я научусь его использовать. Типа, пока она будет рядом, она будет его сдерживать. Спасибо, Пикачуха.
Fight for the fate of Faerun.
Хорошего тебе рабочего дня, вечера.
You are losing.
Надеюсь, еще зайдешь.
You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back.
I'll be back. У этой тянки вора есть враги.
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
Снизь тебе станет лучше, я обещаю.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
У тебе знайшлося щось, що помогло, що могло б допомогти мені з паразитом. Да, это ведьмак. Здорово. Я Мелхай.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
Так, Марк.
It's not too deep.
Я граю в ведьмака, не граючи в ведьмака.
I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic after all.
І скільки разів ти вже
I
це
assure
робив?
you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Тисячі разів робив?
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly
твою
with the
мать!
needle.
Ти хочеш...
Fidget. The needle must slip behind your eye, not through it.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots
You
through your
what?
body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it.
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
Вы что, блядь? Да не, нихуя.
Are you certain? We're nearly there.
Да, меня убьет просто. У меня хоть глаз работает или нет?
As you wish. But when your skin starts to peel away, remember Volo offered to help.
Куда он убежал сразу?
No one back home will ever believe this.
И сразу в кик, блядь. Видаю. Ты паскудник.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been
Він що, старається нас посварити? Гадаю, що можу довіряти цим сектантам. Я хочу поговорити про найманців.
Very well.
Фігня. Не треба мені найманців. Де той чудо-юдо те, що мені око... Те, що мені око штрикнуло, блядь. Тобто він утік. Штрикнув мені око і утік зразу. Паскудник.
Looking ahead.
Не, утік. Ти ба.
You've the most exquisite eye, golden as the sands of the Caliph.
And you've a soft skull.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
О.
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar.
О,
There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
що я маю їй сказати?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come. Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Так. Ну що, повертаємося ми в ту діру.
What to do? I've never met anyone like you, Lisa.
Yes, I've been told I'm quite scintillating.
Have you really?
No.
I think his insides will turn to butter.
Якщо я сюди піду.
Ah, Shadowheart. How blessed I am to be so near.
I heard you with Lae'zel. Don't think I'll play second fiddle to the likes of her. Go try your charms on some of his alchemy shots.
Curious.
Добре, що лопату з собою ношу. Мені потрібно повернутися, бо я... Давайте я тут збережуся, щоб заново нічого не говорити. Треба після кожного діалогу, бляха, зберігати.
Where's the rest of the lads at? Probably getting curled out their grave.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils, conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
These mugs got holes in them or something.
Seems simple enough.
Keep back.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it? Nicked him off the dead, didn't I?
Так, що у тебе є? Бляха, дорога вся курва. Великий меч, дворучна зброя. Мундир доброчесності, ніфіга
Get
собі.
moving. I've got other customers.
The disgusting waste.
Мені треба знайти друїда. Срочно.
At least give me a sword!
We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop Another outsider come to see the boss? Mind your manners now, or he'll throw you in the pit. Get down there and stop complaining!
Unless you like big, bristling, hairy legs, I wouldn't go down there, mate. That's the spider pit.
Так, я не поняв. Тільки я говорив з нею тут чи ні? Ну тут ці ходять, пісяють. Це вся фігня.
Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise Maglubbiet.
You know Maglubbiet, a tyrannical deity who treats his goblinoid followers as slaves.
Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goomless as the rest of them. Maglubbiet's looked out for me.
Я ті ж самі відповіді беру, бо я хочу, щоб все було так, як я вирішив.
And bollocks to you and all.
Scrying eye. Best not to do anything suspicious while it's watching.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You see that eye what's it floating about? Best hope it don't take a fancy to ya. Unless you like playing hide and seek when you're trying to take a dump. Well, if that's how you get your kicks, ain't no business of mine. But when you're taking a tinkle, be sure to wave, eh? The bigwigs at Moonrise love a good show.
Треба зробити звичку з кожним
His
діалогом.
glossy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You feel a brief lurching connection, the sensation of falling into your own image endlessly. Confusion, alarm. Then the presence withdraws, leaving a dull black mirror once more.
Так, зберігаємо.
Get your plenty of lashers. Loads of hunt.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
Ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough. I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Praise be. Are you here to join my hunt?
Я на полюванні, ти моє здобич.
Interesting. What do you know of this druid?
Обман. Бляха. Рань.
If you were sent here to hunt him, perhaps you can help me. The druid makes his home in a nearby sanctuary where his followers worship a false god. I intend to find it and destroy it. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks, it's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the Goblin camp. Her mind focuses. The cultists cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
My patience wears thin, true soul. The hunt must begin. Destroying it will demonstrate our power. Soon, all false gods will cower before the Absolute.
Бляха. А що я вибрав тоді?
I would expect nothing less. Together, we shall burn it to the ground. And when we destroy the trappings of this false god, the Absolute will reward us with such power. The last I sent did not return. Dead at the hands of those they seek, no doubt. I would take greater pleasure in killing them myself than in sending them to die in the woods. guards, and the occasional mass execution does wonders for discipline. One, we captured a human who knows exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk. Tell me what you know. The Absolute will reward us with such power if we find this place. Fool! You have fallen for his lies. We know that area well. There is nothing hidden there. We will have to do this the hard way. Scour the area and hunt them down, then report back to me.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once. And now you dare to question me.
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Так, зберегти. Кожен діалог має значення. Не забуваємо. Тут саме канал.
I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute.
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Suga no Shukok.
This is the big boss. Strike him down.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue, and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance. Guess you're a thick one, so I'll tell it straight. We're gonna make the carcass talk. Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
Your skull sizzles with Ragslin's displeasure. His mouth is still, yet you hear his demand.
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay. I've got plans for you, boy. And there's
тобі не бой.
soul yet
Boy.
who turned their back on the Absolute.
Hmm.
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you. You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse, speak and say sooth. Lucan ok, al koldek, shulko kank.
Хоть бы 4-й рівень не підняти, я би справився з
His
ними тут.
corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes, and questioning the creature might recognize you as its killer.
Yeah.
Raxlin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Raxlin's voice, you ask.
What were you doing in Faerun?
Raxlin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Githamant. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Raxlin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Who killed you?
Another vision consumes you. A memory, seen through the creature's soul-dead eyes. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod, devoid of flesh, only darkness.
Oh, come on!
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No, no! I'm not done!
Irritation eclipses his suspicions, and Raxlin's mind rests.
Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all of that glory. Like I said, I got plans for you. Report to the Drow. Minthar is the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Say that again. 'Cause I know I didn't just hear you refuse the Absolute. Falling in line. Just what I like to see.
Бляха.
What you needing now? The Absolute's got room for everyone, long as you don't defy her. And nobody's that stupid. If the Absolute says to take orders from a drow, then we toe the mark. No questions.
I wouldn't dawdle if I were you. I doubt true soul Minthara has much patience left.
Де ця Мінера? Чи як її там? Чи це та бабка, бляха? Мені здається, це не та бабка.
Come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell. Don't want a crowd of gawpers. Everybody else needs to leave.
А, Мінтара це ця. Курва, я понял. Синя.
I trust you have found the sanctuary. I hunger for battle. They are flocking to the Absolute. In sufficient numbers, they are an effective force.
Збережу тут на всякий випадок.
Expendable and willing.
Погані мене в'язані утік.
These creatures have failed me again. I will deal with those responsible later. Did he tell you where his friends are hiding before he fled? Perhaps. But your thoughts are troubled. Show me everything you have seen.
Her mind enters yours, a splinter of ice piercing your memories. Tiefling faces flicker into view as she attempts to learn the grove's location.
I see only fragments. Your mind is confused. Do what you must to clear it.
The village to the east. It's abandoned.
Looks that way. But scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
Це у нас по...
How many raiders do we have?
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters, and a few pariahs to carry the powder kegs.
These
Так,
pariahs,
господи.
they're prepared to fight for the absolute.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up their powder and burn.
Then they're prepared to die for the absolute. Good.
Dying's the only thing they're good at.
О, глибинах табору.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once. And now you dare to question me.
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Your life, much like your words, is meaningless, whelp. End the latter to save the former.
The village to the east. It's abandoned.
Looks that way. But scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
Так. Цікаво, цікаво, цікаво.
I trust you have found the sanctuary. I hunger for battle. Then do as you were ordered.
How many raiders do we have?
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters.
Я що вам? Підлеглий? Задалеко.
Dunno what the Absolute wants with your kind. She's already got us.
Нас всіх винищу. Мені тільки бракує одного рівня. Ага, це не з того боку.
Well met, dear child. Would you enjoy some hands-on worship of Leviathan, Maiden of Pain? Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Leviathan and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Face the wall, and let us begin, dear one. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Do not keep quiet, dear one. Let me hear you.
Don't wear him out entirely, priest. I might have use for him yet.
Do not keep quiet, dear child. Embrace it.
Зараз ми тобі.
You want more? As you wish, dear one. Almost there, dear one. Wonderful. You want more? I'll give it to you.
Not the worst technique, priest. Good wrist movement. Lots of enthusiasm.
Sweet child, while I enjoyed that, I'm afraid your reaction was lacking. To gain Leviathan's favor, every single strike must be met with an honest cry of pain, or perhaps a touch of begging. Nevertheless, thank you. And I pray you've learned from today's little lesson.
Your world has strange customs.
Don't group me with the likes of them.
Grush, I need to see that again.
You wouldn't have the
Ask
grit.
him if you can do the penance thing too.
What?
Get in there. We might learn something.
Face the wall and let us begin, dear one. I think you would enjoy. Yes, this is perfect. Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it. Oh, let me try that fancy whip thing.
Так, і куди ж нам іти? Де ж цей друїд? Мені, напевно, прийдеться прийняти цей ритуал знову, щоб попасти в в'язницю. Тільки як з неї вибратися, тут питання. Або є ще якийсь хід. Треба уважно все роздивитися.
Don't give me trouble now.
І сюди я не спущуся. Там ще є якісь двері.
The village to the east. It's abandoned.
Yeah, looks that way. The scouts said they heard something moving around out there.
With the dead. Rivers and streams will flow with their blood. Their cities will be razed to the ground. And they'll know she is absolute. Your drink from her barrel.
Тут охоронці ходять. Ёлки-палки.
Sense watchful eyes upon you. Perhaps some locks are better left unpicked.
Listen, the Absolute honors you and slays her enemy. To fertilize the fields with the dead. Rivers and streams will flow with their blood. Their cities will be
Як же мені попасти сюди? Напевно, треба йти до цієї жриці.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones? Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Напевно, я... збережуся. Ось тут.
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
Oh. Вот их ты... Так.
You managed to talk your way in. No easy feat.
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms. Well said. This dream figure is no friend to us.
Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
May the darkness protect you. If you're sure. As you like. Perhaps I'll see you at camp.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me, while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is gay deception. A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited. I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Yes, all that is true. I am cold as the sea of night. But you have stoked fires I didn't know I possessed. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat, and my hairs stand on end.
Oh. Що тут сказати, блін? Ну.
If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be. Say what I must be. To survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight. Perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you? Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent.
Nice.
Speak. Chuck, you believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Ну що, тут зберігаємо.
Ready to clear your head?
Так.
Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the absolute. And I'll do the rest. Don't want anyone peeping on private matters, so... There we go. Secret and safe. Well, secret.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind, like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric.
It's all slippery in there. What are you hiding?
An image of the Mind Flayer reaches out to her from your memories.
Helps! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain. No. It's messing with your brain. You're seeing things, probably hearing voices too, yeah?
Ну окей, якщо мене заберуть у в'язницю, який в мене вихід далі? Тут в цьому питання.
Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you. Might get a bit messy, though. It involves you putting your trust in the absolute. Simple. Time's the one thing you don't have. We gotta get this thing out now. You won't regret this. Being a true soul, you know the absolute don't like to touch nothing unclean. So drink this. It'll purify ya. It's a liquid blessing. It'll cleanse you. And it tastes better than that rot gut at the party. Sweet dreams. I'll see your ugly mug on the other side.
Nice.
Wakey, wakey. Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere. The absolute wants to know all about that critter in your head. So start talking. I know that much. I saw the whole horrible story in your memories. And I know what happens next. Your teeth fall out, your skin rips off, and you turn into one of them. Lies! I'm stronger than ever. And I've got the absolute on my side. But you're on your own. Nothing more than a skin suit for that monster inside you. You're gonna be my new pet. A ferocious squiddy. All for myself.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points.
Если я сейчас еще не вылезу, блядь, с цепей.
A sharp pain shoots through your arm as the bone pops out of place. The chains hold tight.
Ну, давай силой тогда попробуем. 20. Ну все, пизда.
Your muscles burn with the effort, but the chains hold strong.
Open your papers, freak. It's time. You should be sprouting tentacles by now. But you're still the same kind of ugly you always was. Disappointing not to have my own squiddy. But your giblets will make for a tasty supper.
Sorry. I may have left that a little late.
Ты кто
No
такой?
lasting damage, I hope. It's my master you should thank. When you got yourself in this predicament, he sent me to help. You'll meet him soon, and have a chance to show your gratitude. In the meantime, try not to get yourself killed. I won't always be watching.
Це щось новеньке. А ну-ка, ну-ка.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how. You are not ready. That's all right. But try to overcome this resistance sooner rather than later. It will make things much easier for you.
За пит. Це таке собі.
Burned from the inside out.
Must have been our warlock friend. Killed without a mark. Who the hells does she serve?
Цікаво.
Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
Нова риба. Ідея.
All right. What now?
Мені що в бій. Ставати не дуже хочеться одному.
That's curious. Not a chance I'll fit in there. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
А я туди не залізу. Десь цей друїд. Мені дуже подобається, чесно. Тому ж тут треба думати, і тут не все таке, яким здається. Тобто тут нема таке, що ти там, типа, так, всім помогти. Тут всім помогти не вийде, тут треба робити вибір. І кожен твій вибір буде мати наслідки. Причому кожнісінький вибір. І це прям дуже добре. Напевно, тут загадка якась. Ну, якщо я бачу по одній дирці, то скоріш за все ці дирки мають бути тут. Хріново я зробив. Так. А, хоча тут де світло падає, напевно. Напевно, так воно має бути. Освітити всі дірки, коротше. Скоріше за все так.
This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Так, я поки тут збережуся. Але друїда я так і не знайшов. Ніфіга, тут висота. Так, збираємо все, що криво лежить.
Just another crate. Just another crate.
Просто коробка. Курва. Що воно таке? Непогано. Льом, звісно, дебільний. На вигляд, але...
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps?
The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Такий.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
По-моєму, це вампір.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just...
Ти знаєш, я завжди думав, що не для мене також. Але ця гра мене настільки зацікавила, що для неї я зробив виключення, і ти знаєш, що досить цікаво. Навіть бої цікаві, в них треба думати, особливо на максимальній складності. І театр кудись прямує.
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
Я паладін, я служу обіту, а не дияволу. Моя честь не продається.
Everything is for sale, and you do well to sell while your stock has value. In desperate times, the price of honor plummets. Perhaps you haven't yet realized how desperate these times are. You will. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
Я вирву свого глузливого язика. Ну, якщо б в мене був хоча б на рівень більше, 2, тоді я, може би, і спробував.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.